No, I don't think she had 4 kids. I think she has 4 kids. I think they petri dished them. She doesn't look or act like someone who had 4 kids. She doesn't appear to have any bond with the children at all. Oh, she's saving the world for Jesus Christ's return. And that's not reality. I live in North Idaho. We homeschool our kids. We're in a whole community. A lot of Christians, guys, like a lot of hardcore Idaho homeschool 8-kid Christians. Nobody is like, I'm going to publicly interview Harvey Weinstein, this Jewish rapist, and like have his back a little. And then I'm going to deep dive Bridget McCrone's cock. And then the French Foreign Legion is getting paid $1.5 million to kill me. Welcome to Candace. No.
Grace and peace, everybody. This one's going to be interesting. I know you're like, wait, where is this video going, Jason? Hold tight. One of the things that Candace really promotes and pushes a lot is just asking questions. According to her philosophy, any question you ask is a valid question. I don't make the rules. I just play by the game. So any question you ask is a valid question. This man right here proposes some very interesting questions about Candace. I honestly can't say I've heard anybody talk about it before. So I'm going to bring this in. I'm just going to let him tease it out. Y'all let me know what you think. Comment down below. Let's go.
Okay, let's get to Candace Owens. So Candace Owens claims she had 4 kids in 5 years. At the same time, she is constantly podcasting, touring. Like when she's accused, she like.
To be fair, I don't know where touring is. I don't know. I haven't seen her touring. Actually, I want to see her touring because I want her to get out there in front of people. But I don't think she's been touring. Just to be fair.
Someone said that Candace had drifted away from Charlie Kirk, and she was like, "I was touring all last year with Turning Point USA," and I've been kind of witnessing her over the years. And again, I don't have a strong opinion. In fact, like this little story kind of hooked me for a little while. I was like, "Oh no, don't hurt a mother." I think it's total nonsense. But oh, hey, buddy. So imagine you're a mom. My wife actually did have 4 kids in 6 years. She would be pregnant, and then after you give birth, it's really hard. You know, being pregnant is very hard, especially when you have a little kid. Like you have another baby, and then another baby, and then another baby. You know, your body is hurting when you're breastfeeding. You're not really like ovulating. And we were like and still are like all about like just having a lot of kids. And so then you have Candace Owens, who always, immediately drops the weight. She's doing podcasts every day. She's touring. And then she's getting threats to be murdered by the French Foreign Legion. It's funny. The best take on this I've seen on the internet is a former mafia hitman named Michael Franzese or something. He was like, why won't her husband stop this? Right? Because Candace said the only way she will stop is if her husband or Erica Kirk asks her to stop. All right. So her husband isn't like, hey, Candace, you're like the mom of 4 kids. All right. When women are pregnant or they have little kids, they don't like to be around drunk people. They're scared of ice. All right. They're all about safety. Candace claims, and then people are like, oh, yeah, but she has like nannies and maids. No. She says she homeschools her kids and she cooks for her husband. Mm-hmm. I just don't believe it. She's not displaying any maternal instincts, And then people say it's because she cared about Charlie so much. If my wife was like dedicated to revenge and avenging the memory of her male friend that kind of looked like me, tall, white, super rich, George Farmer, Charlie Kirk, right? It was like, so she spent a lot of time with this guy, and now she's like, we'll do anything to find the killer. And now it's France and Israel and Macron's wife's dick and, the La Quinta Hotel and Turning Point. Right. So this isn't reality. That's not how people act. And so if you're a young mother or you're a young someone trying to become a mother, and let's say it's taken a while to get pregnant. Let's say you just had a kid and you're like a little sad from it, or like you don't feel, your body isn't feeling great. And you're like, how does Candace do it? She's like a superhero. Man, I suck. No, I don't think she had 4 kids. I think she has 4 kids? I think they petri dished him. She doesn't look or act like someone who had 4 kids. She doesn't appear to have any bond with the children at all. Oh, she's saving the world for Jesus Christ's return. And that's not reality. I live in North Idaho. We homeschool our kids. We're in a whole community. A lot of Christians, guys, like a lot of hardcore Idaho homeschool 8-kid Christians. Nobody is like, I'm going to publicly interview Harvey Weinstein and like have his back a little. And then I'm going to deep dive Bridget McCrone's cock. And then the French Foreign Legion is getting paid $1.5 million to kill me. Welcome to Candace.
Welcome back to Candace.
No. Any husband would be like, dude, no, like you're not. I know, like women whose fathers were murdered from like really gangster backgrounds don't do this. This was just a dude. So her male friend that she was in this institution with, and they toured together until she started getting a little Jew happy. She's not a mom of 4 kids, in my opinion. And hey, I'm just asking questions. If she is, she can just prove it. Yes or no, Candace? Yes or no? Like the irony is she speculates all the time about total nonsense. 940 Kings Road, Delaware, there is a construction crane. It's like, she doesn't have maternal instincts. No husband in the world would be like, yeah, honey, you go avenge that dude before me when you have 4 little kids,
You know, what you're saying.
like against the devil. Like you're not, it's nothing. If anything happens from this that appears to be justice, it's fake. It's not like you're not going to get to the bottom of this. Like the courts, like they are the courts, right? It's like, oh no, we'll get him. We'll put the pressure on. Dude, they could just unplug her YouTube channel. Like, so do they run the world or no? And it's funny how the Israelis just became French. You notice that? She was like, Israel, Mossad, Thousand Oaks pastors. And then now everything's about French. And then she was like, Rob McCoy said it was supposed to be you. So the French Foreign Legion like messed up and shot Charlie Kirk when it should have been Candace. And now the furry is getting framed by a Indian who fucks some Spotify country singer. Like, come on, guys. This isn't a mother. Moms care about like crayons and are the socks clean? Like, this isn't reality. And I know this because I live it. I live this. So back to the point about me doing the hobby farm. I tell everyone I'm not a successful farmer. Why? Because I don't want you to feel bad about yourself. I think people on steroids should be like, I'm on steroids. People from it's like, oh, I just started this company from my basement and my dad gave me $10 million. It's like, it's cruel as shit to women, in my opinion, to have this like woman be like, oh, she's fighting the world's evil with a hit squad out on her. She homeschools and cooks her 4 children she's had in 5 years. And she also like tours, and her husband's a British lord. Guys, her husband said that they never went on a date when they got married. He reminds me a lot of a gay vampire. Allegedly. And listen, if the Candace Owens things is entertaining to you, great. I'm not against people having fun. But dude, the world is riddled with despair, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-destruction. Why would someone not come clean and be like, yeah, this isn't really what it looks like to have 4 kids in 5 years. So when you suffer, know that like, that's the deal. It's not because you're weak. It's not because, you're like, there's something wrong with you. That's what it's like to actually be a mom. That's why being a mom and working at the same time is super duper hard. That's why the economic pressures that are put on women drive them to literally like abortions, which goes against female nature so much. It's shocking. Like that they would only do that out of like terror, like economic terror. Like being a mother is an absolute full-time job. You get like obsessed with your kids. You know, like you would not try to avenge a Christian evangelical political pundit worth $1 billion against that's what I say. You know, I think they probably petri dished it. They probably threw some loads and some eggs and some hungry Pajit's uterus, pretended to be pregnant, and then was like, oh my God, Candace, I've caught her lying so much. She said her grandfather, like the KKK would shoot bullets at his house. Dude, she's like a pathological liar. And then people go, oh, 7,000 for you from the Jews. Guys, it's like, I hate to be the guy that says this, but like, do you know who you're talking to when you say that? Like the ADL list, I think they started making it for me. And I don't even hate the Jews. If I hated the Jews, I wouldn't be able to say this about Candace. I would be so fired up that I'm like, finally, someone is saying it to them, that I would ignore everything. I don't hate anybody. I'm just like, that's not a mom. That's not a marriage. She's full of shit, and these connections she's making sound retarded. All right. So Candace, how about we prove? I think the odds that she conceived and gave birth to 4 children are 0%.
Wow.
There's no, I mean, either she's like a psychopath. Like, how does she have no bond with her kids? How is she not looking at her kids at night and be like, because I don't have a lot of fear response. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But even I will look at my kids and be like, they need a dad. Like, I got to chill out. Like it's important that I'm here for my children. And I'm a male. Like, I'm designed to do the fighting for the future and all that. Women are not. Women are not like, we have to do the fight now so that in the future, our kids don't have to do that. No, they're like, who's hungry? Did someone poop their pants? Men do that. Okay, so a woman who has 4 kids in 5 years does not act like this at all. Okay, and I'm not mad about it. Have fun, like enjoy yourself. But like, I'm doing this for the moms. It's like, there's nothing wrong with you. Your pregnancies and your motherhood and all the stuff you've been through is real. Unlike Candace Owens, who's fake.
All right. So what do you think? Had you ever thought that Candace doesn't demonstrate or display maternal behaviors? Does that jibe with you? I guess I hadn't thought about it before. I really hadn't thought, like, is this what moms usually do? I have 2 kids, and my wife probably wouldn't have been doing those things that Candace is doing either. And my kids are good and spaced apart. But she had 4 kids in 5 years. That is weird. But what do you think? And if you do believe that she didn't have those kids, how did they do it? Do the kids really exist? Are they real? But I want to know what you think. This is such an interesting theory. And I'll leave the link to the full video down below. I want to hear what you think about it down in the best and most electrifying comment section on the planet. Let me know down there, and I'll see you there. Grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment, because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.